On March 22nd, 1996, a video game called Biohazard was released by a company known as Capcom. This self-proclaimed survival horror would change the horror scene forever. If you haven't heard of Biohazard, I would not be surprised. It's known as Biohazard exclusively in Japan, and everywhere else they got the title Resident Evil due to a licensing issue. This series spans a vast number of movies and video games, which range from objectively amazing to objectively awful. And I'm looking at you, Resident Evil Apocalypse. Suck! I grew up with the series. Nights where my older sister and I would watch my dad play for hours, and at the time I was so young that it would freak me out, but I always told them that, I'd be fine. I want to see what happens. I want to see the scary monsters. I want to see my dad succeed. Boy, oh boy, that was a mistake. I would get nightmares and just all sorts of things like that, and I would freak out, and I'd wake up, and I'd lose hours of sleep. But it's okay, who needs sleep, right? I didn't actually play and beat a Resident Evil game until much later, because I was terrified. But when I eventually did, oh man. I signed up for hours of dread, just moments of triumph, really. Quite frankly, I lost relationship points with my dad, because when I was, a youngin', let's say, I snapped my Resident Evil 2 disc in half and hid the now destroyed disc under my bed because it scared me so much. And on top of that, I deleted my dad's save file for Resident Evil Code Veronica because I wanted to watch the logo spin and disappear on like that PlayStation 2 memory card screen. That was like a core memory of mine, but I was not happy. With how scary the world is right now, the news basically being rated M for mature these days, I play crap like this to take the edge off. But enough beating around the bush, huh? Let's jump into the world of survival horror. God, it gets me every time. Oh, I hate it. So right away we get the option between Jill Valentine or Chris Redfield. Now I debate back and forth a little bit, but I think I'm going to go with Chris Redfield. I got a good feeling about him.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission. No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
What the fucking fuck? Oh.
Jill, run for that house! There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris Redfield.
Oh.
Jill Valentine.
Joseph!
Barry Burton.
Chris is our old partner, you know.
Rebecca Chambers.
My friends are my power.
Albert Wesker.
Hello, my Discord kitten.
Resident Evil.
I don't know what happened.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably...
No. What is that?
I'll go and check.
Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
Chris? Take care.
We enter a dining room with a grandfather clock that's consistently ticking away. This kind of builds suspense and anticipation. But most importantly, this is when we first get hands-on control of our character. Now we're in it. We can do what we want. So we fiddle with the controls for a bit. And it takes me a little bit of a minute to figure out everything. I know I've played this before, but, you know, I'm playing and you're not, so back off. Here confirms my greatest suspicions. We only have 6 inventory slots, which sucks. As you can see, 1/3 is already taken up just by my knife and my healing item. It's going to be a long game. After searching around this extravagant hall, I discovered that we can investigate things by pressing the X button and getting a brief description of pretty much anything we find in the environment. It's while I'm running around and clicking on everything that I find an emblem I can pick up. And alright, yeah, sure, why not? That's half my inventory already taken, but let's keep going. Let's explore. With nothing else to do in this area, I enter the next room. Investigating this hallway, I see... Okay, alright, that's a locked door. So I go to the next door and... well, okay, that's locked too, great. Love that. Okay. Let's go in the other direction. Oh my god, there he is! That's the guy from Fortnite! And, oh my god, here we go. Okay, we're in. Alright, knife? Knife? Give me knife. Okay, use knife. Use knife. Okay. Alright, and... yeah! No, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah! God, okay, he's faster than I'd like. Yeah! Oh, he's down. Is he really, though? Yeah! No, he's up. Okay. All right, here we go. Check this out. Ready? Get that shit. Yeah. Dude, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Look at this guy. He's going down like a sack of potatoes. Jeez, how much health does this guy have? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, we did it, boys. Oh, we did it, boy. Massive W. First zombie down. Let's go. Okay, before we move on, let's break down this scene a little bit and just how revolutionary it was. This one scene took the world by storm. The ambiance, the slow build-up, the weird stop-motion, slow motion on the slow turn to find a human that's now more skeleton than man. It's such a bold move to start the game being completely unarmed with any reliable weapon besides what is essentially a butter knife to these creatures. Right away, we're presented with a very important decision. One that the player must make with pretty much every single enemy or obstacle that we come across. To flee or not to flee. After what looks to be a, well, boring fight, I get a flawless victory, which is the very first time I've ever actually A, killed a zombie in this game with only the knife, and then B, even got away with it without taking any damage. Like, that's insane. I know it looks boring and it like looks super slow, but the tension is, it's palpable. I go check to see if Kenneth is okay. He isn't. Oh, gross. But here's a quick D&D tip that's actually very applicable for Resident Evil games. ABL. Always be looting. If you search old Kenny here, then you could find some handgun ammo. Great. Okay, alright, so let's search him again. And we get another clip of ammunition. Let's go! Massive dub, Kenneth. Let's go up top. Okay, never mind. Moving on. We head back to the main hall to find...
Wesker? Jill? What happened to Jill and Wesker?
That's odd. Oh my god! It's my gun! I must have dropped it! Oh, it's Jill's gun. She's not here, so it's now Chris's gun. Here's where the game opens up. And I say that tentatively because of the aforementioned locked doors. Pretty much every avenue we pursue from this point on will be closely followed by the continuous... What this does is help the character feel lost and confused at first. I believe this was a deliberate attempt to push the player off into the deep end. Okay, well, maybe this way. Oh, no, super scary. Well, I guess it's not that way. It's not an open world. It's an open maze that the player has to learn and become comfortable with navigating. First things first, though. I now have completely filled up my inventory, so I have to find a way to unfill me up. We head upstairs, and now zombies, which are our standard enemies, will be pretty much everywhere. There's a very few select rooms where zombies will not appear, but unless we're in one of those rooms, anything goes. It really introduces this atmosphere that nowhere is safe. Around every corner, there could be something lurking in the shadows. So it teaches you to be cautious and to be prepared. And right now, while I do have a gun, I don't have that much ammo. And if the first zombie is anything to judge by, these things are going to have a lot of health. While I absolutely demolish this zombie through sheer skill, let's break down the basics. The player has a tank-styled movement. This means that all movement is in relation to the direction that the character is facing. Pressing the left button makes the character pivot left on the spot. Pressing right does the opposite. Pressing forward moves forward in the direction the character is facing, and backwards, wherever the character is facing. I don't know how much more I can explain that. It's a very difficult thing to get used to. But not for me, because I'm better than you. This tank-style movement was to help getting around the basic areas, because I'm sure you've already noticed the multiple different camera angles and the extremely detailed maps. For the time. It constantly cuts as you explore, and this could lead to throwing off the player when just trying to run down a hallway. The problem I have with these beautiful shots and pre-rendered backgrounds, which is the technical term, I forgot to mention that, is the situation where you can't see the enemy, or the angle makes it very difficult to accommodate for distance and depth. There are many situations where you can't see the enemy, but you can either hear them, or you just don't know that they're there at all until you walk into the next camera frame and they're 2 feet from you, and you have to quickly react. However, I believe this was absolutely intentional for the situations when you enter a room and the only thing you can rely on is your ability to hear the enemy. By preventing the ability to see what's around the corner, you're encouraged to stop and wait, to listen if there is something waiting for you, just hiding, or ready to pounce. I discovered that you can push things around, so I pushed this statue off of this balcony, because why not? There's a broken railing, anarchy, right? In the next room, I see not 1, not 2, but 3 zombies in a line. Okay, I've been able to take out the previous ones with a knife, but this is not going to work here. I don't have the room to breathe, I don't have the time, and I'm completely outnumbered. Hell has to be let loose. The blade must be sheathed. The gun must be drawn. Forgive me, Sensei. The power trip from something so basic is staggering. It takes minutes to take down each individual zombie with a knife, and seconds to take down 3 of them with a handgun. Not to mention the very high risk, but albeit very high reward associated with trying to engage with melee combat. You could potentially not use a single resource at all if you are good enough. And kinda lucky enough, let's be honest. This highlights one of the many, many strengths of Resident Evil and one of its defining attributes: resource management. There are so many things you have to be conscious of as the player. You're balancing health, healing items, quest items, keys, weapons, ammo, my self-esteem, and even the very ability to save. Right now it's surface level, as I don't really have any means to adjust my inventory, but in the future, this is a decision that, another one of the many decisions actually, that becomes integral to every single aspect of the game. Do I go with this? Do I leave this? Do I bring this quest item and leave any heals? Do I bring these weapons, even though I don't have a lot of ammo? Do I bring ammo for these weapons? Or do I save the ammo and then just try to avoid enemies? It's an ongoing decision that fills you with dread every time because you're never sure if you're making the right choice. This, in association with the mansion layout and maze-like design, forces the player to make very difficult decisions. Ones that I will inevitably fail, which when you see that happen, please feel free to point and laugh. That is what this channel is for, after all. After dunking all these evildoers, we finally make it to our very first save room. Thank God! Fuck!